We're off. Going to the GS
Experience.
Yep, today. Paul's
We're going to ride some big Beamers.
Yep, so
Some newies.
take the old girls up.
BFT. 40-year anniversary.
That's it.
Rallye X.
Rallye X.
Woo!
The Adventure as well. So yeah, should be good.
It's a BMW day.
Actually gave my bike a wash and it's dirty already.
Yeah.
So it's a bit
I
of
was thinking about that this morning. I was giving mine a bit of a wipe down.
a shitty day
And,
today.
I was thinking,
There you go.
what a waste of time. By the time we
Yeah.
get up there, the bikes are going to be absolutely filthy with this
Yeah, it's
wet weather.
Oh, see how we go. All right. Have you got it in your GPS where we got to go? Okay. All right, here we go. Need reverse.
Okay, everyone's got a motorcycle. When you're ready, if you want to jump on, gear up, and Shane will lead you out. This is Skip. This is the sweep that you've got to look out for. Do not leave the corner, please, until this gentleman gets.
So for the first session today for our test ride, I'll be taking the R1250 GS Rallye X for a ride. It's pretty cool. And Paul will be taking the R1250 GSA 40-year edition. And how good is this TFT screen? For the second part of the ride, Paul will be taking the R1250 GS Rallye X and I'll be taking the R1250 GSA.
Hey Paul, you're gonna have to leave with that one. I think it matches your outfit. Yeah.
Today we're lucky enough to have two legend blokes, Shane Booth and Chris Urquhart, BMW legends, both BMW instructors. They'll be taking us out and showing us the ropes.
Keep it to it. Oh, calm down.
By the looks of it, I don't think Chris is too impressed with the boys revving up their bikes.
Here you go, Paul. I'll follow you. Here we go.
and it was instantly apparent that these bikes were something special. Had some awesome power delivery, fantastic brakes, and just out of this world. Yet so smooth and balanced and user friendly. Paul and I didn't waste any time flicking through the menus, checking out all the different modes and seeing what the bike's got to offer. And it's as easy as selecting the mode and rolling on a bit of negative throttle.
Alright, you're going to be the next corner man. Follow through. So he doesn't understand the corner man system.
I think our first corner man wasn't paying attention to the briefing.
So, the first corner man didn't understand and he's gone, so get going.
They used the corner man system for a good reason. In fact, on the last ride, apparently a random rider in a yellow vest turned up and a whole bunch of riders followed him and got lost. It was also a good opportunity to try out the quick shifter, switching up and down through the gears without using the clutch.
He's got no idea, has he? No idea.
He's going to have a crack at him, yeah.
And the corner man confusion strikes again. How good are those views? Nice. The performance of these bikes are incredible. The thing we've got to remember though is that we're on knobby tyres, the road is wet and patchy in places, and there's a $1,700 excess if we happen to drop the thing.
Okay, I'll stay here this time. That's Shane Booth, you're behind there. Yeah, they're only just coming now. That's how far ahead we were. Get them all. It's good, it gives me a chance to get some video of them anyway, so.
no time.
All okay, mate?
Yeah, oh, I'll tell you what, it inspires so much confidence. And I love that quick shift. It's just,
Isn't that good?
oh.
You can pop your helmets off, Jen, so we'll have a bit of a chat and do some demos here. There you go, mate. Good.
Oh, mate,
Hey?
this is fantastic.
What do you got at the moment?
I've got a GSA
yeah.
2010 model.
Oh, yeah, the still a good bike.
Questions at this point with that little roll out.
Walk on up, guys. We'll come and group up this end a little bit. We're going to do some ABS and traction control demonstrations. You can take your helmets off if you'd like. Don't fully gear down with jackets and stuff, but just if you want to pop your helmet off, that's cool. How's cornerman on? But let's get into some demos. So ABS and traction control, the electronics package on these bikes. Chris had a bit of a chat in the briefing about what's there, and we just want to give you a little bit more detail and show you some of the stuff in action on this little section here. Pretty impressive.
You can see the full uncut traction control ABS demo on a later video, which I'll add a link to. Today you're getting the short version.
We're going to get Chris to do some demos here where basically if he didn't have ABS, every one of these demos would be a crash. But you'll see how the electronics work and how stable the bike is, and also how well it stops, how efficiently it decelerates. So the first one will be just on the road. Then the second one, he's going to do exactly the same thing, but during that stop, he's going to go from bitumen to gravel. And then the last one, he's going to switch to Enduro Mode, so the bike's in the off-road setting, and then just do a stop on the gravel as well to show how well that works and how efficiently the bike stops. Same thing, but still switch surface. Alright, so that one's very impressive. The bike doesn't even flinch. Yep, so that's in road mode. Essentially, if you had a drama on the bitumen and you ran the bike wide onto the gravel, you can see you can still trust it when it's going to change surfaces. This is Enduro Mode. ABS system is allowing the wheels to actually skid a tiny little bit more before it intervenes and releases the brakes. And I know as a rider, when you do it, no matter how many times you do it, it's so unnatural to have that much brake pressure from bitumen to gravel. It's always a bit nervy. When you come in to do it, you're relying on a little computer chip under your arm to keep you upright. But it does the job. So yeah, cool to see. It helps you get your head around how good these safety nets in the background are and what they can do for you. The next one we're going to do some traction control demonstrations. So switch from braking now to basically your rear wheel and power delivery, and this helps you manage the power delivery, especially on gravel, but also in sketchy conditions on the road, wet stuff, the same thing, manhole covers, change of surface mid-corner, when you're accelerating, all that sort of stuff that can catch you out. Impressive. So we'll get Chris to ride off. He's going to turn traction control off completely to start with and just give a few bursts of throttle so we see what happens when traction control isn't there. And then he's going to go to rain mode, which is the most sensitive traction control, and see the difference basically. So we'll get on the way. So traction control turned off, a few bursts of the throttle on a 1250, and you can see it's pretty exciting pretty quickly. You can hear the bike just over rev. That's not a build up of revs and dumping the clutch, that's just a turn of the throttle and something like that. Get a bit crazy. Compare that to when he goes now to rain mode, which is the most sensitive traction control mode. You'll stand up and actually lean the bike over and snap the throttle. You can see nothing. Really doesn't allow anything to happen. So if you watch his right hand, he's not taking the throttle off there, snaps the throttle to 100%. But obviously that is too sensitive for riding off-road, so that might even grind you to a halt riding up a gravelly hill, because it's so sensitive it'll cut the power and then you'll eventually just go to a stop. So now he's going to go to Enduro mode, the off-road calibrated traction control setting, and you'll see it allows quite a bit of wheel spin before it intervenes to allow you to drift the bike a little bit. So that's still traction control activated there, but it allows enough wheel spin to still drift the bike, but it also allows a bit of wheel spin for slippery situations or up a rocky hill or corrugation. When you ride over that, if you're in road or rain mode over corrugation, the bike basically cuts out. So you can see there with nice throttle application, it allows enough wheel spin to leave marks like that. But traction control is still activated there, guys. It's not turned off. It's still there. And you'll only get that if you're good and nice with the throttle. If you come off a turn and snap the throttle, I'm going to try and drift the bike off this corner, snap the throttle open, then it'll probably, traction control will probably just intervene and you won't get any sort of a drift or a slide. Cool. Alright, well let's gear up. We're going to head on up this road for a little bit, then turn around and come back down. Now's your time if you want to go to Enduro mode. Feel free to put it in Enduro mode and get a feel for that. We'll head up, do a U-ey and come on back out.
So again, setting the mode is as easy as scrolling through the different modes using the mode button and setting it with some negative throttle. Easy as that.
Okay, Enduro mode. Enduro, yep, thank you.
My turn. Seeing as we had to turn these bikes around anyway, I thought I might try doing it at walking speed, standing on the pegs without putting foot down. I think I just saw 3 k's an hour on the speedo then. You can ride these things so slowly, the balance is so good, that centre of gravity is so low, and the engine is so tractable that it just pulls you along. And when you need it, the throttle gives you that instant response for that nice little power slide.
Rain mode, did you say?
Rain or road.
Oh, yeah, okay. Okay, yeah, no worries.
So I've selected rain mode for most intervention with that little flashing light on the dash where the traction control. I notice Paul has got his selected in dynamic. Such big bikes, they really do handle the twisties quite well.
I'm all loving this bike. Pretty awesome.
And as we're riding these bikes back to go and pick up our next one, I know both Paul and I are thinking, how can we get one? What can we sell? Can we sell one of the kids? Should we mortgage the house? There's got to be a way. They're just that good. Surely the wives would understand. Hey, and if they don't, we can just ride away. Fast.
Oh my God, how good are these bikes?
Sorry, mate.
How good are these bikes?
I know they're nice, eh? Don't they
brilliant.
just eat that stuff up? They're just slow and smooth.
In the corner, you know, shifting down without using a clutch.
It's nice.
There's no slip, there's no... Oh,
Oh, that's good. I'm glad you're enjoying it.
I'm going to talk to the wife when we get home. Yeah.
You want to be corner man for me?
I've got a... Yeah,
Yep.
I'll look up.
Sweet. All right, mate. See you back.
See you back there.
Paul's corner man.
Yeah, you got it, buddy. Stick around for our next episode of our 2021 GS experience at Maleny, when Paul rides the R1250 GS Rallye X and I ride the R1250 GSA Rallye X. Thanks for watching.